Hello friends, welcome to Cook to Nourish. Today's recipe is that of gluten-free and grain-free pizza. So here I'm using 1 cup of cassava flour. I like to use Otto's brand. Um, and then I have tapioca flour, which is only a little bit, about 2 tablespoons of tapioca flour or tapioca starch as it's called. I like to use Bob's Red Mill brand. And then I'm adding half a teaspoon of sea salt. Now I'm adding only half a teaspoon because I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast, which is also salty. So if you're not going to add that, then you can add a little bit more of salt. And then I have here 1/4 cup of coconut milk. It's a canned coconut milk, but that I had already taken out from the can and warmed it a little bit in the microwave. And next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You can also use avocado oil here. I like to use extra virgin olive oil because of the flavor that it brings. And just mix it roughly now. We're just kind of mixing all the ingredients that you've added so far. And then, finally when we add the water, it'll all come together as a dough. But just kind of rough mix it. Now this is water that I had been heating up, so it's really hot. It doesn't have to be boiling, but like really hot. And then as I add that to the flour mixture, now it'll become really wet. See how you can see it's like really, really wet. But when you keep mixing it, you know, it it just kind of comes together and it becomes like a nice soft dough. Um, I'm using like a spatula at this point because, as you saw, right, the water was hot, so I didn't want to put my hand in it. But now, after kind of just mixing it for about a minute, then the dough is, cool enough that I can handle it with my hands. Now I'm again adding about a couple tablespoons more of extra virgin olive oil. Once again, or avocado oil, whatever you're using, and then again kind of use your hands. See the dough, as you can, I don't know if you can make out, but it's really soft dough. The dough is really soft. It's a very nice kind of dough, and that's how the texture should be. It's not sticky, but it is soft. Okay, so that's the dough you want. And now I have a baking tray that I lined with parchment paper. And see how easy it is to kind of spread this dough. It's like really, really smooth and soft, and it's very easy to kind of spread it in the form of a round circle or like a pizza. So I'm just slowly, as you can see, using my fingers and then just spreading it around because we've also added enough oil. It's really not sticky, and it's really great to work with. So you can stop right at this stage, depending upon what thickness you want for your pizza crust. I really like mine to be really thin, and so I'm keeping on going, as you can see, and I really make it very thin, but it's up to you, what thickness you want. And it's actually fun working with this dough. It's so smooth. And then lastly, just kind of prick it with a fork so that it gets uniformly baked and it becomes like nice and toasty or crispy, okay, on the back side. And then I am just going to add some more olive oil. This is to prevent the top part of the crust from becoming like dry. So adding this oil helps to prevent drying out, because as we're not putting any sauce here. So I'm just going to bake this crust at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending upon depending upon your oven, etc. And now for toppings, you can add whatever you want. If you are okay with tomato sauce, you can have a tomato sauce. But since I'm making an AIP version, I like to put, some cooked vegetables. So I like to usually saute some vegetables first. So I have here mushrooms and spinach that I'm sauteing with a little bit of, salt and garlic powder. And then I have some baked leftover chicken pieces. So that's going to be my topping. So it's about was baking for about 22 minutes. And see, that's the texture that I like, where it's a little bit of crispy, but you can still fold it, so it's really nice to kind of um, roll it and eat it. And you just put the topping and slice it, cut it like a pizza slices. Again, now if you're taking dairy, you can add some good quality dairy cheese on top. But for me, I just like to add the vegetable and protein topping, and then I like to add some avocado slices, uh, which actually gives it that creamy texture. Usually, I do this like cooked vegetables and protein, and some avocado slices, or you can also just add like a fresh salad on top, and then protein, like lettuce, shredded lettuce and avocados, and with your chicken. So you can do whatever combination works for you. You can also do like some type of ground meat, etc. But this is one delicious crust. So I hope you do try this recipe, and let me know in the comments how you like it. Please also, don't forget to like this video as well as subscribe to my channel, and also visit cooktonourish.com for more recipes. Thank you.